Hello, everybody. No one is on yet, but I'm sure you will be soon. Going to go ahead and get this recorded today. Um, Whoever's on is on. Great. Whoever's not, that's not a big deal. I know I just went live with no warning. But what we're doing today is we are recording a cameo, which is a request for it's a request to do the Doomslayer versus Mundus. Mundus is the bad guy from Devil May Cry. If you're not familiar with it. Season 2 of the anime just came out. I haven't watched it yet, but we're going to go ahead and get this recorded. So what you're going to see today is you're going to see the script. You're going to watch me record it, and then I'm going to do the voices, and I'm also going to do the editing. We'll get that sent out. I'll get that saved. I'll get it sent out to the cameo requester, and then I'll get it scheduled to post tomorrow. We already got a video dropping today at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So hope everyone is doing great. Let's see the comments here. Hey, Levi Markin, how's it going? Hey, Colleen. Hey, Zena. Scout Napa? That's fine, Zena. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Give me 1 second here. FYI, I am live recording the Doomslayer versus Mundus. My voice of text does not understand that word. Sounds good to me. Hey, Rusty, how's it going? All right, so for everyone who's in here right now, one of the cameo requests we have that expires pretty soon. I need to get it done here ASAP. We got to do Irving's this evening as well. This afternoon, this evening. This is the. Hey, Call Me Klaus, how's it going? It's going to be so this is Dante. If you can't jump on, totally understood. Comment. This is kind of spur of the moment. Sorry, I'm just making sure Levi knows he does not have to hop on if he can't. Hey, Dr. 10. If he wants to, he's more than welcome to, but he's got other stuff going on, hanging with kids, doing errands, trying to sleep, whatever. He is totally fine not having to jump on if he doesn't want to. He's totally welcome to if he wants to. Obviously, whenever either one of us is live, the other one's more than welcome to hop on. Dr. 10, happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's awesome. So anyways, this is Doomslayer versus Mundus. It's a cameo request. Mundus is the big bad demon from Devil May Cry. And so we're going to go ahead and get this recorded. I've got the script taken care of, written pretty quickly, but the idea basically is that Mundus calls into John to complain that Dante got a power-up. John starts to kind of figure things out and then gets a call. Hey, Justine Constant. Gets a call from Dante, also complaining about the Doomslayer being in Mundus's realm. John realizes that whoever's attacking Mundus is not Dante. Figures out it's the Doomslayer. Dante gets pissy about it because he wants to destroy Mundus. He hangs up, and then John calls Mundus back to let him know that there's not really anything he can do. And then the Doomslayer shows up and kills Mundus, which we know Mundus can die because Dante kills him in a later Devil May Cry video or game. Stitch versus Doomslayer. That's a great question, Colin Swigum. Great question. Dr. 10, enjoy the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Have a great day. Again, happy birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and record this now. So I won't be responding to comments for a little bit. Here we go. Let's get back a little bit. Don't support this, John. Ooh, actually, let me move my keyboard out of the way so that I can use the mouse more easily to scroll the screen. All right. Phil, support this, John. Phil, support this, John. Power up. No. Hold on 1 second, Mundus. Phil, support this, John. Dante, Mundus just called us to complain about you. If it's not you, who is it? screen. Oh no. That's the Doomslayer. I'm not sure what you expect me to do about that, Dante. If you think you can stop the Doomslayer, let alone even catch up to him, you be my guest. If you want my opinion, you're best off just staying out of his way. Mundus, hey, that's not Dante. It's the Doomslayer. Yeah, you're on the Demon Conference Discord too then, huh? No can do, bud. Look, you can try to fight him or you can try to run. I recommend running. That's not going to work, man. He doesn't return our calls. Yeah, he doesn't do sealing. Oh. I cannot hear anything, which is strange. I'm not recording anymore.
Okay. I muted myself.
Oh, okay. I saw you laughing and I unmuted and I'm like, I still can't hear him.
Well, that's I didn't know if you had me muted or not.
No, initially I didn't, and then I got the boom when you came in, and I'm like, ooh, I need to silence that.
Yeah, just in case I muted myself because I didn't want to accidentally ruin your take.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. But here's a funny thing that happened to everyone. If it's okay sharing this real quick about the Skeletor stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So last night after I got done eating dinner, I was trying to write up the Skeletor sketch, and I was trying to do it real quick so I could get some type of draft, some type of idea, because I had a bunch of them tumbling around my head, and I knew that it wasn't going to be great. Right, that the first draft, when you have a bunch of ideas tumbling around in your head and you haven't picked a solid one, it's never going to be good.
That wasn't like 2.5 hours of work.
It was not. It was, and he didn't know that. I will say it made me think about like a meeting and a question I need to ask you in private at some point in time. But that had nothing to do with how I felt about the sketch. So I'm sitting there trying to write it, and at the same time I'm trying to write it, I've got two different kids asking me questions, and I'm like, just give me a minute, give me a fucking minute. So about 5-10 minutes, done, written. I'm like, this works as a draft at least. It's, I reread it a couple times. I'm like, it's not great, but it works as nothing else as a framework, and I'm sure there'll be a couple notes here and there. Chris got on and pretty much just said it has to be completely reworked. But before he said it has to be completely reworked, there are like 9 other comments throughout the sketch. And I just looked at those and I'm like, it's too fucking late.
Some of those comments were like, this is really good. This should be in it. You saw those, right?
Yeah. I read the comments. The only ones I really had issue with, I needed to talk to you and let you know that Google's AI has been fucking up pretty badly. I tried searching for a local company, and the AI was like, this company doesn't exist. And I'm like, that's odd. And apparently what's been going on is that it's just been struggling to give correct information to the point where it's just straight up lying to people.
Yeah.
And so I had to go to DuckDuckGo, which for everyone here, DuckDuckGo has a like turn off AI mode, which is awesome. And I was able to find it like that. Both those characters that you asked, are those real characters? Are real characters in the Skeletor thing.
Yeah, I mean, they were like down to the bottom of the list of Skeletor.
That was on purpose, because guess what the movie did?
What did the movie do?
didn't name a single fucking character outside of like the main like couple cast until way later on. You didn't hear almost any of the henchmen's names until like apparently near the end of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, if we think about what people know about He-Man, how many people honestly know who those guys are?
Let's be honest. How many people know He-Man outside of He-Man and Skeletor?
Outside of He-Man and Skeletor, maybe Evil Lyn.
I think that's just because of the movie showcased Evil Lyn.
Evil Lyn was a main character in the new He-Man cartoon.
That's and Rusty, do you know who what was it, Fangman or something like that?
Fangman and Drago Man.
Yeah, Drago Man was I had to look in it, was part of the toy line. Apparently really popular toy line. And the reason why I did Drago Man was specifically because Dragon Bowser at the basement. It was just it was just an obscure reference for people to.
You mean Orko, Stephen Locke?
Floating clock wizard guy. I don't. And I'll be honest, I'm not the outside of, and this is going to sound bad, outside of the live action movie and the memes. I've never seen He-Man the cartoon.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I've been working on no info.
Yeah. Fangman and Drago Man, we should be using the most well-known minions, which would be Evil Lyn, who is Skeletor's right-hand sorceress person, and then either Triclops, who's the guy who has 3 faces, or Beastman, who's his other right-hand guy.
I was gonna say something last night, and I was like, anything I say right now is gonna sound kind of pissy, and I don't want to do that. I want to wait until I can talk to him. You should just do the call. I hate to put it their way, but you have more information that is like readily available, and I'm sitting here going, I don't know these fucking characters outside of the memes, and I'm going to be able to do the memes and shit. By the way, the Super Mario's thing, that was real. Nintendo came out with a campaign and even had a phone number that you could call that would play the jingle.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Google's telling you what now? And another thing for anyone here that's trying to use Google and the AI and everything, it's going to get worse before it gets better because people are poisoning the AI.
Oh, I skip past the AI results and I go back to I go to the regular.
I've been trying to. A lot of my browsers like are defaulting to the full AI shit, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go to DuckDuckGo. Yeah. I have my browser set up so they can go straight to it if I want to. All
right, so this is now off, and I need to do the voices for Dante and Mundus. So Mundus is easy. It's just a deep voice, and I'm going to hit it with the deep filter in CapCut. And then the struggle is going to be Dante, because I'm going to try to get it as close to Johnny Young Bosch's voice as possible, which is going to be difficult-ish.
I mean, you could contact Johnny if you really wanted to. He does independent work too.
We don't have time. This is due in 4 hours.
See, I don't have, for everyone here, I don't have access to the Cameo stuff, so I can't just like go in and look at it and work on it. So sorry.
No, it's all good.
That's March.
Sorry, I need to send an email real quick.
Don't do that. Why did you exit out? I was in the middle of reading and calculating stuff.
Hope everyone otherwise is having a great day.
That's sucky. How did that work out? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. What? 1200.
Okay. Now time for stuff. Hey Takeshi, how's it going? Irving, what's going on? Stephen got stuck in a 1.5-hour call about why don't we do something we never said our software does. So that was fun. That sounds like the sales staff got involved making promises that no one else said they could do, right, Stephen? Is that what happened? Salesperson offered that to a major customer, and now you have to do it because the major customer expects it?
14.
That used to happen to me when I was in transportation. We'd get our sales reps who'd be out in the field, who many of them, outside of knowing what kind of trucks moved what, didn't know any of the details. And they'd go to a customer and be like, sure, we can do that. We can put 75 trailers at your location. Sure, that's fine. We can have them there within a week. Sure. And then the customer expects that. And it's like a $35 million account for the over the course of the year. And now all of a sudden we're scrambling to get 75 trailers in this, like, at this warehouse in rural South Dakota, which is like costing us tons of money. And, we're getting yelled at about it because a salesperson made a promise we couldn't do, and they want the business. So,
Irving, how would that idea play out? Are you talking about Ego, the planet Ego, versus a new Death Star?
I'm concerned that the Death Star would win that fight.
Yeah, just a little. Because, like, Ego was shown to be able to be blown up. Like, I get it. He's a celestial, but he's still, like, a celestial body.
If we're playing planet-sized rock, paper, scissors, the rock of the Death Star beats Ego's scissors.
Like, he was shown to have problems with a couple people blowing his planet up. So
this could be a fun little gag, though. Ego wants LASIK, and we need to use the Death Star to do it.
It'd end up with him being blown up because somebody set the setting wrong or pressed the wrong or turn the dial up too much.
Now that works. That works. Instead of being versus, it's Ego the Living Planet gets LASIK surgery. Okay, that's gonna happen. And I can use my Death Star manual during that sketch and be like, all right, now put the power at 64%. What? Oh shit.
That needs to be the ending.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna let Chris work on that since we gave him the idea.
I need to record these voices first.
hold on. While you have the idea, it's not gonna hurt. Like, if you've got another hour, so it's not gonna hurt you to write like a 5-minute synopsis.
Okay. I'll just write the sketch. Because the game plays itself.
Yeah. And for everyone here who is wondering, I did keep a copy of the sketch I did write up. But instead of trying to fix it and put a new one down somewhere and everything, we'll just go through the jokes that we liked and see if they'll fit into the new sketch after we write the new sketch.
Oh my God.
And that's assuming that I take the call and Chris writes it up.
Yeah. Can somebody on Twitch kick Undamaged Flyer A8 out, please?
Yeah, shit, I'm not logged in on my.
Well, I'm sure. I think Rusty's over there.
Yeah, he is. By the way, hey, Rusty, how goes it?
Twitch pod, right? Rusty, in fact, if you can ban that person, that would be great.
The irony is, if you had AI viewers, you would get banned from Twitch.
Yeah. Well. We kind of did Star Wars versus Spaceballs, Irving, when we did the Death Star and Spaceball 1 getting delivered to the wrong customers.
Mm-hmm. That's one I would love to remake with like full animation, though.
Oh yeah, that would. Oh yeah, actually, be a really good idea.
I'm so sorry.
No. That's. I've been sitting here going like, what should be OpenOx next project? That's fucking it.
Apparently, I can't have any. I didn't have any good ideas last night outside of a couple of jokes, but today I'm on fire. No, I'm allowed to give myself some criticism. Vader versus the other guy. Why can't they be an Osh on YouTube?
Vader versus Dark Helmet? No, Vader wins that every time.
Oh yeah. Hey, what about an electric mini bike?
Huh?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
how fast it goes?
You're having a conversation over there. Okay. I thought you were asking me. I'm like, what?
Because if Mama put the charger in the backpack, they could charge the batteries while they're at work. Possibly. We're trying to find some way to like massively cut down on gas. Oh. Never mind, that won't work. It's more of a toy. You're looking to get an electric tricycle. So one thing I'll say as somebody who's had electric e-bikes, it all kind of depends. And as somebody who's disabled, it kind of depends on your situation. I'm a bigger guy. I've always been a bigger guy just because of like how tall I am. By the way, I'm technically taller than Chris by like.
I'm barely 5'8". You're 6'1", right?
I'm 5'11" and a half on a good day. But at the same time, it was really funny meeting Chris and trying to do the video. Like I had to go down in order to like be at his height so far away. And then when I came up, it was like a high.
Well, what was funny was like way back when, like at the beginning of TikTok, there was a guy named Trip that we used to do some content with also. And I think we all thought Trip was like 6'5".
We did.
And he was like 5'5".
So short.
I met him and he commented he's like I'm a hobbit. He goes, I understand why you thought I was tall because he's boxy.
And then the way he would frame himself in videos was very impressive.
Yeah. I thought he was really tall and I thought you were shorter than I was.
Fuck you. I thought you were shorter. I'm taller, bitch. It's a problem. I become about as short as you at the end of the day during Comic-Con. You're like, you okay? Yeah, I'm totally fine. Just let me lay down.
I'm just very compressed.
Depressed? No, compressed. I have the same body size as Levi, but 300-pound Mexican at 31. I'm heavier than what I would like. So, You're making sure it can handle 500 pounds. Rusty, why? I don't want to assume your weight or anything like that. Is it trying to 500 pounds because you're carrying stuff, or is it 500 pounds because it needs to carry you and stuff? There's a third one in there, but I'm not going to be a dick. Skeletor versus Light. I think Skeletor is just a really fun campy villain. I love him as being a campy villain. I need to take one of these days to you should be right. You should be right. I'm talking to him. I'm keeping them. Yeah, Steven, you need more weight. You need to eat more.
Steven, you need to buy more things from the American foods aisle in the grocery store. Get some good old ingredients that aren't allowed in the food there.
Okay, Rusty, the next question is, what is the speed that you want to be able to go to or that you feel comfortable with / what is legally allowed in your state? So in my state, they made a lot of changes this last couple of years, and anything that goes over I think 25 now has to be registered and may not qualify for it being like a normal bicycle stuff and everything. It's so stupid. They put additional restrictions because people were stupid. So yay. It actually made it impossible for me to use mine because it can go up to 30 miles per hour and I don't feel like getting pulled over, and that's with me on it. I'm not going to tell you to get a rad cycle. That's RAD cycle, or any of their bikes or anything like that. In fact, I'll tell you to actually stay away from them because they've had like a lot of litigation and going out of business / getting bought up type of stuff. 15 comfy and have to look up the legal here. Yeah, so look up the legal definitions and laws and everything, because that's going to influence your decision. I will say, my personal recommendation is to get anything you can easily take the battery off of. It doesn't have to be, it can be built into the bike as long as you can still take it off easily. So watch some YouTube reviews, and if you see it being taken off and you go, I'm going to struggle to take that off, don't get that bike. Now, the reason why I say this is, like I said, I've had a few. I've seen friends who've had a few, that kind of thing. And the one I have, I can easily take the battery on and off. But there's some other ones I wanted to get that were in a better style that would have been more comfortable for me to ride. But the batteries to take off would have been harder. And the reason why I want to take the batteries off is so that I can take them inside of wherever I'm going and charge them. Also, the battery is one of the most expensive parts of the e-bike. If the rest of the e-bike got stolen and I have a battery, and if I have my insurance on it, which you can get insurance for your bikes and everything, at the very least, I have the battery and I can just wind up having a second battery. Another thing is if you carry a second battery, like I used to carry a second battery with my bike when I was in town, so that if I ever needed the extra charge, I would have it. And see, Russ, that's kind of the same way it is for me, but there's stipulations on what is counted as an electric bicycle, and that's pretty much the same everywhere. I would double check what is considered an electric bicycle, because sometimes it comes down to how fast it goes. Because it used to be really easy. If it had pedals and it went under 30 miles per hour, it was an electric bike. But then they changed that massively over the last couple of years. You trust your own 2 feet over any e-bike? As somebody who's used them plenty of times, it's the only difference between an e-bike and a regular bicycle is the fact I've got a small motor that helps me get up hills. If I want to turn it off, there's really no difference. It's like an extra 20 pounds. That's it. I miss when it was that easy. I miss when it was that easy. Hey, sweetie. It's too slow. It goes up. It only goes up to 28 miles per hour. Sorry, got your hopes up for nothing. They've been good for years. It's just a matter of the problem was years ago when they were first like being flooded into the market was you would struggle to find a decent one, even though there were plenty of decent ones out there, or you'd be paying out the wazoo for it. I got my bikes during a really rough time. I bought my bikes knowing that I would have the money for them, to then all of a sudden not have the money for them. And I couldn't sell them because I had gotten them on loans. And I was like, these loans were scheduled to be paid off in 2 months because that's how I had set things up. And then my spouse had lost their job, and all of a sudden I was the only one with income, and they got paid off. Don't get me wrong, they got paid off. But the money, that was around the time that we lost the money for buying a house and all that kind of stuff. Everything fell through, and stuff got very difficult very quickly. Very depressing for a while. Hey, bring him here. I want to show him off on stream. I know he's cuddling me right now. I mean, in a minute.
Oh my god!
You keep being loud, he'll run away. He doesn't like the loud squeaky noise. I know it is. Easy drooling.
His nose is wet.
Patrick, it's this world. What is this world?
It's cat.
If he goes to live in planet, can I choke a planet?
What?
Like Vader is strong. He's not choke a planet strong. He was able to pull down, and mind you, a good portion of his force is used to actually keep him alive. That suit isn't just a suit that's keeping him alive. It actually helps channel some of his force powers to actually help extend and keep his him alive. It does make him mad. Yeah, it does.
It hurts him a lot.
And it does. It does cause him pain, which I find ironic because they could make it so he doesn't have pain. He could wind up taking care of his injuries. Are you okay? Bring him here if he's done cuddling.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could. He brought down a ship from like taking off. It was going to take off and go out of orbit, and he brought it back down. Now, mind you, he had used his entirety of his force powers to do that, and his suit almost shut off from doing so. But it just showcased how powerful he really was. And it just makes you think how powerful he would be if he hadn't done things. Bring him here.
It feels so weird.
I love you, but you're being really loud.
Monster in my leg.
Is he needing you?
I know.
Okay.
His
All right.
butt, his pad is like.
Smidge. I'm not saying you can't react or anything like that. You just got to learn to control it so it's not so. It can be really difficult when you're experiencing fluctuation of emotions, but feel it. See where you can have the height. Bring it down a smidge if you're able to, okay? Or at least control the volume of your voice. He looks cute. You want to just take him to your room? That way you don't have to worry about how loud you get. So you can't move at all. Oh, he moved. Bring him here.
No. I'm gonna bring it to PC. Or to look at Max. Don't hurt him or anything. Don't like squeeze him and shit. Just pet him.
I'm not gonna squeeze him or anything. I'm just gonna have him on
He's
camera.
gonna hate me.
Why would he hate you? He's still purring.
Gotta pet. Hates.
Oh, okay. You're gonna stretch out? All right.
Max is getting ready to type all the stuff for you. Just
Hey, Sinopa. I don't know if Chris got that email or had a chance to look at it yet.
I did respond, but I don't know if he's responded back. We lost Wi-Fi last night, and it was out most of the night.
We lost Wi-Fi for a bit too today.
Really? Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why did you talk like that? No, wait. But it said that I got signed out of my account. I'm like, what? You know, I hate smelly pets, but I can.
And like I said, Shinopa, Chris will let me know.
Been 1 hour to my medicine.
Yeah, I took my meds a little bit ago. Can you put that in the sink, please?
Yeah. I want to squeeze that.
Don't squeeze him right now. He's nice and comfortable.
I can't. I won't squeeze. What? I'll just take back the charging port and then I'll watch it in here.
Dude, it's only at 5%. Here, plug it in.
No, I'll plug into my computer and I'll charge from my computer. Isn't the fat ass support?
At some point, you guys need to have the. Well, we talked about the Borg versus the Borg cube versus the Death Star, and it's not much of a contest there either. On the sheer fact of just how far the Borg cube can actually fire its laser, or not Borg cube, Death Star. Now, does that mean that the Death Star has to be able to track and actually hit the target? No, it just has to apparently glance the target. Doesn't even have to actually fully hit it. And if you're getting hit from so far away, you still have like a day's travel in order to arrive at its destination. It has plenty of time to fire off a few of those. And you're not even going to know where it's coming from at first. You're going to be like, it came from that direction. Star Trek's has a lot on Star Wars, but then Star Wars has some really random stuff that's just like, as far as like the distance that that laser can fire at full power, how far its ability to track someone is, it's insane. It's insane. Borg cube beats Death Star every time. I looked it up. If you were to put a Borg cube and a Death Star side by side, that's where the Borg cube would win. That much is true. The problem is getting the Borg cube to get close enough to the Death Star without the Death Star finding out. That's the problem.
This needs work. It's just a first draft. It doesn't have any jokes in it, which we don't necessarily need jokes. It can just be situational. But just the general idea is here.
I don't know.
I don't know. You want to?
I am, but you don't delete them. Right there. No, that's Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale would be one that you would like. Did they take off One Piece?
Check.
Why don't you type in One Piece? Like right there's One Piece. Bam, there you go.
So
I love how Rusty, you say warp speed as if it solves something. It doesn't.
Do you want to read this?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, give me a second.
You can be the admiral. I'll be John and Ego.
All
right. So this is a rough draft. This is going to need work. This is not by any means what we're going to be recording. All right, Ego, we got the Death Star in orbit. You rerouted the river so your eyes are well lubricated, right? Yes. Thank you for getting it here so fast. Wearing glasses as a planet simply isn't an option. All right, I'm gonna get Death Star control on the line. Make sure they have the settings correct. Remember, this can be done in pulses to gently reshape your retina. I've got it. They're putting in the eyelid holder things now. Sounds good. I'll bring it back online in a moment. John calls Death Star. Boop.
Death Star laser control. This is Admiral Paul.
Hey, it's John. I'm gonna get Ego in on the conference call. Boop boop. User Ego has entered the call. Ego, you there? Yep. All right, I got Admiral Paul on the line as well.
Nice to meet you, Ego.
Likewise. Admiral, okay, let's get these settings in place. Dial the power down to 69%.
We just need to discharge the power currently built up in the capacitors.
Sounds good. Sounds good. No rush. Admiral, make sure you got the retina in view.
Before we discharge the capacitors.
Yeah, just make sure you're lined up for whenever we start the surgery. You can discharge the capacitors whenever.
Discharging.
We hear the sounds of the Death Star laser powering up and firing as John looks very concerned. Ah! User Ego has left the call. What just happened?
Ego is gone.
Why?
We discharged the capacitors and he exploded.
Exploded?
You're the one who said to fire the laser directly at him.
Discharging the capacitors means firing the laser?
That's why I kept saying discharge the capacitors. What else could that possibly mean?
I don't know. Why did you say fire the laser?
You know what? This is just quick feedback. Three-way call doesn't need to happen.
True.
And then like you could start with Ego if you wanted and have the joke of being, do you realize how expensive a pair of glasses, a planet-sized pair of glasses would be?
Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, like I said, total rough draft. So
No. Just giving the two pieces of feedback that I thought of right away.
Yep.
And also, if you get rid of the three-way call, it shortens it and speeds it up to the jokes better.
For sure, it does. Yeah, it does. So let me actually let's kill this.
Don't want your butt on my arm. If you guys were to just join in and didn't know I had a cat, this would look like a fucking dog. He's so big. Oh gosh. Okay. How about you go down that way? You go down?
We can just make this a call with Vader.
I like the idea of you being on the call with Ego. If you want to do it, if you mean Ego and Vader,
we don't need. You're absolutely right. We don't need we don't need Ego in this at all.
Yeah. I feel like this would be below Vader, and you'd have to get him to agree to do it, which could be part of the joke. That he has to do this as part of his apprenticeship or something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's forcing Vader to be in a video that doesn't make sense to have him be in, because even during his apprenticeship, early on, he was still like doing way more important things and LASIK surgery. But that could be part of the joke, is that like he has to do some stupid shit as a finalized thing.
Well, we can just have him be like, I can't believe Palpatine's making me do this.
Yeah. So, Steven, this is what I'm talking about, like forcing something in there. Like, could we put Levi in there? Yeah, but that's no different than the three-way call thing. That's forcing a scene to be in there, unless we can figure out a way to make it like legitimately funny and reasonable as to why Levi may be taking that call and why we have that scene with Levi. Otherwise, you're having it to be forced. I've had that same thing where I want to add John to a video, but then I sit there and I read the video and it reads great, but it would read slightly better if we didn't have a cutaway that wasn't necessary, other than the fact I wanted to have John in the call. And usually, if I can fit him at the end of those type of things, it winds up doing really well, because then you have a reaction versus forcing something in there earlier on in the sketch. And see that yeah, I agreed, Stephen. That's a 30-second delay. We could do something like that, but let's see where he writes it up and see if it's worth it. I like the idea of. Let's just see where it goes. Disability paperwork. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do this for a couple more years. Wait until after the person who's been kicking people off got out of the office. I feel like I should take bets, because the way that this is written, I feel like an AI is going to be scanning this document in and reading it and going through it versus a human. Anyone who has had to do disability renewal paperwork. Hello.
Stephen, I agree with you. That's why I took that out. No, Vader just needs to be maliciously compliant here. Vader doesn't make the mistake John does. This is a short, sweet little sketch. Yeah, I'm going to record the voices. So. All right. Sorry that we were both so quiet for so long, everybody. Levi is obviously on a call he needs to deal with, and I was getting that updated. I'm gonna go ahead and call now. Hold on. Or not call. I'm gonna record voices. It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power up? It's completely unfair. Well, then who is it? The Doomslayer. Oh shit. You mean the guy who killed Diablo and nearly killed Korn? This is bad. Can't you make him stop? Maybe what if you tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something? Maybe just tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something. Maybe just tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something. Well, maybe he'll just seal me like Sparta and Dante did. Well, what am I supposed to? Oh shit, he's here. No, wait! That's Mundus. Share. And that'll get hit with our deep filter. So it'll be a lot deeper and more demonic like. Takeshi, I know nothing about Digimon, so I couldn't begin to even tell you if it works or not. Sorry. It's fun, Stephen, just to assume that the Doomslayer wouldn't kill Korn, but would injure him. But yeah, you're probably right. Korn's probably out of his league, but now I need to do Dante. I need to listen to Dante's. I need to listen to the voice here real quick. I think it's something kind of like this. way this usually goes is I do that. Okay, I got it. It's close enough. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus' forces apart? Dude in green armor. That guy? He has his own demon realm to wreck. Mundus is mine to defeat. It's my birthright. Well, then maybe I'll just stop him myself. That's not fair. I put my whole weekend aside for this. Stupid Doomslayer. Yeah, Steven, I'm going to read probably 3 of these and the core rule book, and then rely on online sources otherwise, and that's all I'm going to do as far as 40K goes. I don't have time in my life for that, but I'm going to do it because it's been requested so much. Hopefully, that Dante voice was close enough. All right. Well, Steven, they said that when I went in there, they told me that like the first, like not so much lore, but like understanding it, like the basics and stuff, like this much of it was, you know, lore and stuff. You learn about the factions and everything. So you've got like the background of the Imperium and the warp. It's just giving you the general basics. And then like, you know, you've got the maps and then the Imperium Nihilus, Emperor of Mankind, Rule of the Imperium, Angels of Death, Warriors of the Faith, the Inquisition, Perils Unknown, Enemy Within, Dark Gods, Ages of Mankind, Remnants of Dark Age, Legacy of Strife, da-da-da-da. So it's lore-y enough for me to kind of know the background. I need to stop sharing that, and I need to move this over here. Actually needs to go there. Okay, cool. Okay, now, you're more than welcome to shoot those to me, Steven, if you want. Let me get into CapCut. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry about the yawns, everybody. Come on, CapCut, open up. As soon as CapCut opens, I will go ahead and share my screen. Takeshi, my most beloved baby sketch that I've ever done that was completely our own without any other characters from anything or any other settings was the melting guy. I was really proud of that one. Best sketch of all time. Probably my favorite one to do was the Spaceball 1 Death Star mix-up. Best one, most fun to make was the Dresden versus Voldemort, the original series that I did, which was Dresden versus Dementors, and then the second part was Voldemort confronting him and running away back to the Never Never, and then him being confronted by Ebenezer McCoy. But we're not going to talk about that franchise this month at all. That's the most references it's going to get. I think we're probably going to do Dresden in Baldur's Gate, showing up as a wizard in Baldur's Gate or in D&D, which could be really fun too. Oh yeah, I need to put this on Dropbox. That's why I'm sitting here trying to remember what the heck I needed to do.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
You are all good. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I was trying to figure. I've been trying to figure out a solution for the garage, the heating and cooling, And so I called HVAC because I had asked the landlords previously what I can all do, and I had gotten approval to do a project to make the garage a little bit more tolerable. And I've been just putting it off because I haven't had the money, and technically I still kind of don't. I need to find out how much it's going to cost, and then
Gotcha.
from there. But I'm going to divert one of the vents, just not a permanent diversion. It'll be one of those things I can turn it off and on from the garage.
Cool.
And yeah, one vent isn't going to do a lot, I'm aware. But if I can lower the temperature during the summer by 10 degrees, I can go from a 90-degree garage to an 80-degree garage, and then I can have my AC go from 80 down to 70. That's a lot cheaper than it trying to push it all the way down to 70. Same thing with all the heating and stuff. Because it can get down to 30 to 40 degrees in the garage.
I'm sure it can.
Yeah, at the start of the day. And for everyone here, that's at the start of the day. As soon as I open up the door and I start warming it up, it takes a few hours to warm it up, but the warmest it'll get is about 50 to 60 after opening everything up. But if I had a vent directly in there and I'm not using that vent during the wintertime, I can just leave that vent on and have that garage stay at a temperature, walk in the garage and be like, okay, I just need to turn on the space heater and I'm good. Because last year, I calculated it out. I was spending about $60 a week trying to heat and work down there.
Daniel Graham, I wish BattleTech was more well known. I love BattleTech.
What's up?
But I feel like it doesn't have the depth of awareness in the community that 40K has. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I haven't been involved with BattleTech for 20 years, but I still have memories of all the old lore and the books and the game. And I used, when I played it. All right, let's get this shared. Levi, you had breakfast yet?
Yes, I had breakfast. Kiddo is actually the reason why I had to stop is because they haven't eaten. So I had to help them get up, grab something to eat.
Sport is John. Ooh, actually, let me move my keyboard out of the way so that I can use the mouse more easily to scroll the screen. All right.
I'm going to mute Chris so that we don't have echo.
Yep.
We need milk.
Film Sport, this is John. Film Sport, this is John. Power up. No. Hold on one second, Mundus. Film Sport, this is John. Dante, Mundus just called us to complain about you. If it's not you, who is it? Green. Oh no. That's the Doomslayer.
Go find out if Mama's awake or not. We're gonna have to go out today.
Not exactly stable.
That's the Doom.
I don't know if I have the money to transfer over to clear out a negative right now. I don't.
What's with Killer?
I'm not killer. I have a negative in the bank account balance.
That's the Doomslayer. That's the Doomslayer.
You don't want the pizza.
Yeah. Damn it.
If you need to take money from that, I can't believe it.
No, I have money. I need to mute myself.
I'm not sure what you expect me to do about that, Dante. If you think you can stop the Doomslayer, let alone even catch up to him. Okay, let's get Mundus's lines in here real quick. Gotta get Mundus's voice dialed in. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus's forces apart? Oh, that's Dante's lines. I named him wrong. Hold on.
It's not difficult to just sit on there because they'll cause the fight to rock. I hate cheese pizza, but I need food. So. We don't have enough milk for those, sorry.
Steven, thank you for sending the Warhammer stuff that you sent over. Apologies, I had to switch my screen to something else real quick. What is ECCS? Hey, Ethiopian, how's it going? I'm doing good. How about yourself? Now let's listen to Mundus's lines.
How would Dante react to seeing Stitch?
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante?
I don't like the cheese.
I'm sorry, kiddo.
It's fine. Mermaid isn't big.
I know. I already texted them.
Mundus. Did you give Dante?
Mm-hmm. You're making espresso. Why did it autocorrect that mess that up? I accidentally sent it trying to hit the letter P.
Did you give Dante?
I found the video is a little easier than reading it. It's compiled better.
It's completely unfair.
Check PayPal. Why am I checking PayPal?
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power up? It's completely unfair.
That works fine. Hold on. Done.
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power up? It's completely unfair.
Power up. No. Where's the next line? Yeah. Power up. No. Phone needs to be ringing right there. Hold on one second on this. Phil's board. Hold on one second on this. Hold on one second on this. Oh. Hold on one second, Mundus. There we go. Phil, hold on one second, Mundus. Phil's board is John. No, we grab Dante's lines, which is Mundus here. So great that I named the lines the wrong thing. I opened up the lines called Mundus, and I'm like, that's Dante's voice. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus's forces apart? Dante, Mundus just called us to complain about you. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus's forces apart? Dante, Mundus just called us to complain about you. You. Dude in green armor. If it's not you, who is it? Dude in green armor. Green. Oh no. That's the Doomslayer. That guy? He has his own demon realm to wreck. Mundus is mine to defeat. It's my birthright.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Are we able to swing back and get back together? Like, how much time do we have for that last cameo?
For Irving's, we have until we got another 19 hours on it, so we can do that tonight or even tomorrow during the day if we need to.
Can I get back with you tonight?
Of course. Then? Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everyone. I'm sorry. I gotta take care of groceries and stuff. Thank you, Chris. You know why I'm saying thank you.
Yep.
Right.
Bye. Feed. It's my birthright. I'm not sure what you expect me to do about that, Dante. Well, then maybe I'll just stop him myself. That's not. Well, then maybe I'll just stop him myself. If you think you can stop the Doomslayer, let alone even catch up to him, you be my guest. If you want my opinion, you're best off just staying out of his way. That's not fair. I put my whole weekend aside for this. Stupid Doomslayer. Famager, awesome. Glad you got your t-shirt. Why is a koala this energetic and smart? I'm confused. I've missed a lot of comments. I apologize, everybody. Bassmaster. Miss Stitch. You control. Oh, okay. Stupid Doomslayer. Stupid Doomslayer. Mundus. Oh, that's too much. Stupid Doomslayer. Mundus, hey. That's not Dante. Glad to hear it, Jimmy Banthroll. I'm a big fan of those ones too.
Well, then who is it?
Dante.
Well, then who is it? The Dooms.
7.4. We'll just make this +8. I will make this +8 also. This John.
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power-up? It's completely unfair.
Power-up? Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus' forces apart? I grab this, and let's just grab all these. I got to get all these the same volume. Hold on a second. And I just need to separate out that and these. All right, now we go to normalize loudness. Now they should all be similar volume. This John.
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power-up? It's completely unfair.
Power-up? No. Hold on one second, Mundus. Phil support this John. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus' forces apart? Dante, Mundus just called us to complain about you. Okay. Savage Floor, it depends. Like the video like this, where it's pretty straightforward and it's just voices, probably half an hour or so. Takes Levi longer. He does more work on the sound than I do. If it's like something improvised and it's just, so it takes half an hour to edit it and then probably another 15, 20 minutes to do subtitles. Levi spends more time on it. He's more picky about frames and sounds than I am. But I'll normally spend, yeah, I mean, if it's a fully improvised sketch where I just do it in one take and then subtitle it and there's no cuts needed or anything other than taking the beginning and the end off it so you don't see me turning the camera on or off, that can be edited and done in 15 minutes, including subtitles. When it's one of these, I got to put everything in place, make sure it works, do the subtitles. This is more like a 45-minute in total editing job, I would imagine. But it really just depends. If it's a longer video with a whole lot going on, we could be editing it for 2 to 3 hours, sometimes more. I know Levi spent, full days doing editing work. So it really varies day to day. This is mine to defeat. It's my birthright. I'm not sure. Hey.
Well, then who is it?
Oh, no. Okay. I almost moved everything out of place. It's the Doomslayer.
The Doomslayer? Oh shit. You mean the guy who killed Diablo and nearly killed Korn?
Yeah, you're on the Demon Conference Discord too then, huh?
This is bad. Can't you make him stop?
No can do, bud. Look, you can try to fight him or you can try to run. I recommend running.
Maybe what if you tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something?
That's not going to work, man. He doesn't return our calls.
Maybe just tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something.
Which one of those three takes do you all like? I like the first one.
Maybe what if you tell him my domain is Dante?
Yeah, I like how he's stumbling over himself on that one. There we go. All right, so then this goes here, and then this is going to be... Doesn't return our calls.
Well, maybe he'll just seal me, like Sparta and Dante.
Calls.
Well, maybe he'll just seal me, like Sparta and Dante did.
Yeah, he doesn't do sealing. Sealing.
Well, what am I supposed to... Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
All right, so now we need this again. And that again. No, because he doesn't hang. This just goes, line just goes dead here. So that gets killed right here. That fades out.
No, wait!
All right. Bink and bink. All right. So now we got a sealing.
Well, what am I supposed to...
And so right here, we need the sound of an explosion. That needs to be a distant explosion.
What am I supposed to... Oh, shit, he's here. I'm supposed to... Oh, shit.
And then sound of a chainsaw. It is really fun, Savage Floor. It is really fun to do this.
I'm supposed to... Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
Because the Doomslayer charges around with a chainsaw. We actually need to have this be louder and fade in as he gets closer. So it's...
I'm supposed to... Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait! Supposed to... Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
Got that. And then should you hear guns also, or just the explosion and then the chainsaw sound? What do y'all want it to be? Or should the chainsaw be more intense? What do y'all think? So it is Devil May Cry related, but this is the Doomslayer, not Dante. And I know he has guns.
shit, he's here. No, wait! Shit, he's here. No, wait! Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
Yeah, we can't do voice effects on sounds, unfortunately. You don't want the machine gun in the background?
Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
So let's go through some chainsaw sounds again here. Hold on. So let's do this. Hold on a second. Let me unfade in and let's do.
Oh, shit. Oh,
If we do this and we copy that and put that there, we get double startup sounds.
what am I supposed to? Oh, shit, he's here. Oh, shit, he's here. Oh, shit, he's here. No!
All right. Maybe we'll do the explosion later on. Move these all back a little bit. We could do that. Then this goes, no. This goes to here. This goes to here. Don't need the sound of the flame. So now we get this.
What am I supposed to? Oh, shit, he's here.
We don't need.
Supposed to. Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait! Shit, he's here. No!
We could just do just the chainsaw sound, couldn't we?
Am I supposed to? Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
What happens if we kill that? Just do that. And we offset it by a teeny tiny itty little bit.
Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
Is that too? That's a little bit too equivalent. So let's do this right there.
What am I supposed to? Oh shit, he's here. No, wait!
No, still sounds like dual. So here's chainsaw 1. Here's chainsaw 2. Chainsaw 3. Sounds like a leaf blower. Chainsaw 4. Chainsaw 5. And then chainsaw 6. Five, 2, 3, 4. That one? That doesn't sound like a leaf blower to you? So we can do this. Have this fade in a little bit. We have double of them.
What am I supposed to? Wait!
Steven, I like that idea. Hold up. Just gonna shrink this a little bit here. Hold on. So we got. So we get that first. That can go there. Lower that down. So these need to move here. These need to move there. Get this to there. Get this to there. Explosion needs to be lower. Fade in. Machine gun sound. Fade in. So now we get this.
What am I supposed to? What am I supposed to? Oh shit, he's here. Wait!
Ceiling.
What am I supposed to? Oh shit, he's here.
Maybe we hear it going on in the background. Hold on a second here. Yeah, So it's kind of off in the distance.
He did?
He
He did?
yeah, he doesn't do. He doesn't do. So, Steven, this is what you're thinking here? The gun sound? We get the small explosion in the background, distant shotgun, closer shotgun, really close shotgun, then he's here, and then chainsaw. So here's what we get.
Dante did?
Yeah, he doesn't do seal.
What am I supposed to? Oh, shit, he's here. No, wait!
How's that? Y'all agree? Does that sound good to everybody? Okay. So now, title it. No. There we go. This goes here. Ow. Okay, there we go. Animation out, dink, dink.
Did you give?
And then captions. Don't support this jump. What did I just do? Okay. Oh yeah, we got to do that too. Hold on. Pink, and then font is fabulous. And I'll go right there. And then this needs to grab this. There we go. Okay. That's better. Don't support this, John.
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante?
Support this, John.
It's Mundus. Did
John. John.
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power up? It's completely unfair.
Power up. Hey, Robert Guy, how's it going? Power up. No. Hold on one second, Mundus. Hold on one second, Mundus. Hey, John Cena Rules, how's it going? Robert Guy, we've talked about it. That'll be a Levi question. 1 second, Mundus. Phil and support this, John. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus' forces apart? Hey, Mundus just called us to complain about you. If it's not you, who? If it's not you, who is it? What was that? Mike Paris. Hulk been sent to 2 Viltrumites. Had been sent to Viltrum. The Hulk would own Viltrum. Dude in green armor. Green. Green. Oh. Oh no. Green. Oh. Oh no. That's That's the Doomslayer. That guy? He has his own demon realm to wreck. Mark Hamill is the guy who played Luke Skywalker. It's Mark Ruffalo who plays the Hulk. That guy? He has his own demon realm, the wreck. Mundus is minded. Mundus is mine to defeat. It's my birthright. I'm not sure what you expect me to do about that, Dante. Well, then maybe I'll just stop him myself. If you think you can stop the Doomslayer, let alone even you can stop the Doomslayer, let alone even catch up to him, Doomslayer, let alone even catch up to him, you be my guest. Don't even catch up to him, you be my guest. If you want my opinion, you're best off just staying out of it. My opinion, you're best off just staying. Let's do that. That'll work better. Let alone even catch up to him, you be my guest. If you want my opinion, my guest. If you want my guest. If you want my opinion, you're best off just staying out of his way. That's not fair. That's not fair. I put my whole weekend aside. That's not fair. I put my whole weekend aside for this. Stupid Doomslayer. Mundus, hey, that's not done. Mix a Moopsie and a Xenomorph and a Yautja together and you get a chance. Maybe. Mundus, hey, that's not Dante.
Well, then who is it?
It's the Doomslayer.
The Doomslayer. The Doomslayer. Oh shit. shit, you mean... Oh shit, you... Oh shit. You mean the guy who...
Sorry, I was trying to figure out where the end of the line was.
and nearly killed Korn? The guy who killed Diablo and nearly killed Korn?
Yeah, you're on the Demon Conference Discord too then. Or two then, huh?
This is bad. Can't you make him stop?
Yeah, you're on the Demon Conference. You're on the Demon Conference Discord too then, huh?
This is bad. Can't you make him stop?
No can do, bud. No can do, bud. Look, you can try to fight. Or you can try to run. I recommend running.
Maybe what if you... Maybe what if you... Maybe what if you tell him my domain is done? What if you tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something?
That's not going to work, man. He doesn't return our calls.
Well, maybe... Maybe he'll just seal. Sparta and Dante did?
Yeah, he doesn't do seal. Yeah, he doesn't do seal. Yeah, he doesn't do seal.
What am I supposed to... What am I supposed to? Oh shit, he's here. He's here. No! Oh shit, he's here. No! Wait!
All right, so now let's get all these lines lined up. Film support this, John.
It's Mundus. Did you give Dante this power up? It's completely unfair.
Power up? No. Hold on one second, Mundus. That is too loud. Hold on. Let's do -12 there. That's still too loud. Let's do -15. No. Hold on one second, Mundus. Film support this, John. Who the hell is this guy ripping Mundus' forces apart? Dante, Mundus just called us to complain about you. If it's not you, who is it? Dude in green armor. Green. Oh no. That's the Doomslayer. That guy? He has his own demon realm to wreck. Mundus is mine to defeat. It's my birthright. I'm not sure what you expect me to do about that, Dante. Well, then maybe I'll just stop him myself. If you think you can stop the Doomslayer, let alone even catch up to him, you be my guest. If you want my opinion, you're best off just staying out of his way. That's not fair. I put my whole weekend aside for this. Stupid Doomslayer. Mundus, hey, that's not Dante.
Well then, who is it?
It's the Doomslayer.
The Dooms.
It's the Doomslayer.
The Doomslayer. Oh shit. You mean the guy who killed Diablo and nearly killed Korn?
Yeah, you're on the Demon Conference Discord too then, huh?
This is bad. Can't you make him stop?
No can do, bud. Look, you can try to fight him, or you can try to run. I recommend running.
Maybe what if you tell him my domain is Dante's assigned territory or something?
That's not gonna work, man. He doesn't return our calls.
Well, maybe he'll just seal me like Sparta and Dante did. Just seal me like. He'll just seal me like. Seal me like Sparta and Dante did?
Yeah, he doesn't do seal.
What am I supposed to? Oh shit, he's here. No, wait!
Oh! Doomslayer is Link in the far future. I've never heard that theory. Shion asking for help. Rimuru gives Stitch a new name, transforming Stitch into a new kind of. Stitch would get really powerful if Rimuru named him. But that's again a Levi question, because Levi's the one who handles the Levi's the one who handles the the Stitch story. That's his baby. So I'm letting him make the plans on that. All right, everyone. We got this basically edited up. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here in a few minutes. And then this will get posted tomorrow. Thanks for jumping on, everybody. Hope you had a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Might be on later this evening. Not sure yet. But thanks again. If we don't see you later, have an Acme day.